souls. It is your girl, Wounded Healer of Tarot, and I am back again with another reading here for you today. This is going to be a general reading for the zodiac sign Aquarius. Anywhere you happen to have Aquarius in your birth chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or any other placements, just know this message is indeed intended for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. This is also a timeless read. So, whenever you find this message or this message finds you, just know that it was meant for you at that time. And if you do resonate with any parts of the reading, I truly do appreciate the support. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed already. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back. All right. So, Aquarius, no further ado, let's dive right into your reading and see what it is that your guides are needing you to see, hear, and know. Most importantly, at this time, for your highest good. Holy Spirit, clear and precise messages for my Aquarius. What is it that you need them to see, hear, and know? Most importantly, at this time. All right, let's get into it, Aquarius. Holy Spirit, show me the overall energetic energies surrounding my beautiful Aquarius. All right, so first card out, Aquarius, is slave. Oppression, liberation, chains, and struggle. This could have something to do with feeling like you're wanting to break free from something, feeling trapped, feeling blocked, feeling stuck. Show me more. Slave, oppression. You could be feeling exhausted, overwhelmed. You could be feeling burdened. Show me more. Higher, yeah. Succession, legacy, lineage, and descendant. This has something to do with the rite of passage. This has something to do with your higher self. This has something to do with your south node, your north node. Cycles, patterns. Show me what else is going on with my Aquarius, Holy Spirit, envoy. Diplomacy, ambassadors, delegation, and negotiation. This could have something to do with you being on a journey, you being on a quest. Yeah, time traveler. As I was just talking about you being on a journey. Hello, hello. And then ghosts is at the bottom. Spirits, haunting, paranormal, apparition, temporal, future, past, time machine. This definitely has to do with your south node versus your north node. I'm seeing the rainbows. So this has something to do with alignment, removing blockages in order to be in alignment. It feels almost as if like spirit needs you to be at a certain place right now. Like spirit needs you in a certain place right now. Let's take these two, okay? Spirit needs you in a certain place right now. Let's get into your message, Aquarius. Clear and precise messages for my beautiful Aquarius. Holy Spirit, show me their current energies. What is the message that you need them to see, hear, and know? The ghost is here, a ghost of the past. Something here could still be energetically tied to you, that could be haunting you. These could be memories that could be resurfacing, emotions that could be resurfacing. Show me what's going on with my beautiful Aquarius, Holy Spirit. What's the message that you need them to see here and know? What's the current energies? The High Priestess. Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Tapping into the unknown, tapping into the subconscious, seeking the truth. Show me what's going on in Aquarius's current energies. The Ten of Pentacles, breaking generational curses, your lineage. Show me what else is going on in Aquarius's current energies. The Emperor. You're being called to step into some sort of leadership position. You're being called to step into your power. The time is now. The Ace of Swords, and that's the truth. The hand of God is in this. The hand of God is in this. So you have support, you have help, you have guardian angels. What else for Aquarius in their current energies? The Knight of Swords. So there is some incoming information coming in. This could also have something to do with you moving swiftly, you moving quickly, you acting, you responding to something quickly. What else for Aquarius? The Six of Wands. And when you do so, you will be victorious. And then let's get the final energy on this advice from Spirit. The material work, the Three of Pentacles. You have divine support. You are co-creating with the spirit world. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. You got the angels of the four directions. Very interesting. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What's the energy surrounding my Aquarius? What is it that you need them to see, hear, and know? Tell me more. What's the message? Tell me more. What's the message? You are standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through at the end and then be proud of what you've accomplished. Followed by Sword. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. That's why Slave is here. Bottom of the deck is self doubt. Very interesting. This is about you not letting fear hold you back. This is about you literally, again, breaking the cycle, breaking the pattern from your past, your South Node. See where your South Node is at? See where your south node is at in your birth chart? Because this has a lot to do with your south node. That's tied to the fears, the doubts, the worries. That's tied to like the haunting of what will happen, or getting in your own thoughts, getting in your own way, and you're being told to see it through. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. They want me to use this deck. Okay. Holy Spirit, clear and precise messages. Show me, why is the High Priestess here for Aquarius? Clarify the High Priestess. Wow. You got the front of the Empress. Show me more. Again, darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. So this is about you literally triumphing over whatever this is. I see the skeleton in the water. So this is literally about like allowing the old you to die in order for you to rebirth this new profound version of you. That's the past, letting the past die so you can walk into your purpose, so you can walk into you're walking in towards your alignment. You're going to be able to jump timelines. You'll be able to shift. Literally, you're going to literally walk into another like life, almost in a sense. Show me more around this high priestess. Look at that, the tower, the front of the tower. Look at how the mask is showing up here on the tower. Look at how the mask is here and the mask is splitting apart. This is about like cracking open something here that, wow, that is meant to be cracked open. The tower is happening because it's trying to crack you open. You got literally three major arcanas: not the higher friend, the high priestess, the empress, and the tower. Show me more around the high priestess, the empress, and the tower. The seven of swords. Wow. You got the front of the seven of swords. I feel like this is also about you like turning your back away from certain things. We're gonna get the meaning out of the book because these are new cards, and so I'm not familiar all the way with their meanings. But this is about you like turning your back away from something, walking away from something. Again, the tower is here. So this is a good tower. Show me why the Ten of Pentacles is here. Wow, the back of the Queen of Swords. This reminds me of like a flower. Look at that flower opening up. The back of the Queen of Swords, that's short energy. The Ten of Pentacles is about you breaking generational curses. Okay, okay, tell me more around the Ten of Pentacles. The Lovers. The back of the Lovers. Give me one more. Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords with the Lovers. Why is this here? The Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. Eh, why is the Emperor here? The King of Cups. And this is the front of the King of Cups. This is the front of the King of Cups. Show me more around the Emperor. The Fool. This is the front of the Fool. This is requiring you have to take a you have this is about you following your heart. This is about you following your heart, taking a leap of faith, taking some sort of risk here. The Eight of Swords. This is the front of the Eight of Swords. This is that slave card. What's the Ace of Swords? The Nine of Cups. What's the Ace of Swords? Wow, Justice. And this is the back of the Justice. One more on the Ace of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Okay. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Why is the Knight of Swords here? The Seven of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. Why is the Knight of Swords here with the Knight of Cups? And why is the Six of Wands here? The Chariot. I don't know who this is for. We're gonna get to the bottom line of it. I gotta get the messages out of the book, y'all. The Six of Wands, though, is clarified by the Chariot. Show me why the Six of Wands is here. The Four of Cups and the Hermit. Clarify the Three of Pentacles for that advice. The Six of Swords. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Wow. The Two of Swords. Okay. Y'all. These messages may be a little bit different today. 1:44 on the clock as I look up, but I'm still seeing the message. I'm not quite sure of the meanings fully for these cards because they have front and back. So I need to be sure that I am delivering the message that needs to be delivered the way it needs to be delivered. If that makes sense. Let's go over this High Priestess. The High Priestess is clarified by the Empress. It says this side in a reading is the abundance the Empress gives. So genuine. Let me start over this. The abundance the Empress gives so generously is still indicated on this side of the card, but it is tempered with a message to also think toward the future. Step back and take a look at the bigger picture as well as the present joys. If you want your happiness to last, take it seriously. Gratefulness is the door through which all happiness enters. This is the High Priestess. Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. So that's the key. If you want happiness to last, take it seriously. Okay? Let's get the Tower message. I landed right on this card too. When you get this card, we've seen the broken mask before. behind the gallows of the hangman. And here are the spinks from the chariot. Let me stay focused. How did they get to the tower? Set in the middle of its lonely sea. Look back over the events and choices that have led you to your present situation. Did you listen to your own inner guidance? Or did you thunder along the wrong road, oblivious to your destination? There is nothing for you here, but you can learn from your errors. Darkness into darkness. The key to all mystery. So you got to go through the dark in order to see the light. Spirit is saying there's nothing more for you here, but you can learn. So now what are you learning from where you are in your life right now? Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. This side, the person who is acting in a sneaking or dishonorable way may not be fully aware of the harm he or she is doing. There is some history in the situation that will hurt more when the truth comes out. It's time for everyone to put their cards on the table, including any feelings of betrayal, past hurts, or failures. Aquarius, I feel like you are back to where you are because it's something, again, learn from your error. So something here that led you back to where you are is tied to something either dishonorable, something sneaky. It's including feelings of betrayal, past hurts, or failures. So this is what's leading you to where you are. So you can see the bigger picture of something here. The Seven of Swords, so you can seek the truth. Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Okay? The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Behind the throne, we see the essence of the Queen's inner strength. The great crystals clarify, illuminate, and affirm her spirituality. I don't know why I'm stuttering all over my words. Forgive me, y'all. Okay? Behind the throne, we see the essence of the Queen's inner strength. Maybe something here about your throat chakra. Maybe you're needing to speak up about something here. The great crystals clarify. These are the great crystals right here. They clarify, illuminate, and affirm her spiritual connection, as well as her intelligence and will. It is not enough for her to conquer. She also wants to understand. The crystals are the symbol of her ethical center. They are also the keepers of her memories. She will hold a grudge until amends are made, but she will remember a favor forever and pay the debt if the time comes. So something here again about breaking generational curses, but this is your inner self. I'm hearing identify with the roadblocks. This talks also about your inner strength. But your intelligence and your spiritual connection is not enough for you to conquer. You also want to understand, so you have to you want to you need, so you, Aquarius, how you operate, how you move, it's like, I need to understand why something happens. So it's telling me that you may find it hard to let go because it's something that is inside of you that needs to know the answers to, or something that is inside of you that you need to know or to have a better understanding about. Some of you could be holding a grudge against certain family or friends or certain things that has happened to you. Why is the lovers here? The energy is much cooler in the energy is much cooler here than on the other side and more balanced. The lovers are alone now. The archangel is gone. So on the front side, the angel is with you. But on the back side, the angel is gone. There is a sense of calm rather than urgency. It should soon be easier to see where you are going and how you will get there together. Consider how your elemental qualities complement those of your significant other, where they create an explosion and where they come together in perfect union. And then it came out with the Eight of Pentacles. So this feels like, again, in order to reach the Ten of Pentacles, there's work that is required. There is work that needs to be done. There is work that has to be done. You got to work. You got to toll away at something. You have to work on something, and that is how you build skill. That is how you build maybe even character for some of you. I'm not gonna read all of these because it's a lot. Maybe I just need to study this book on my own so I can have a better understanding of it. But I am getting to understand the message a little bit better. I just needed to understand it a little bit better, y'all. The father and son are part of a continuum of craftsmen, the boy being the most recent addition to the family tree of excellence. Again, breaking generational curses. So you are a part of the family tree. Consider your own heritage and your own legacy. What gifts have you inherited from your ancestors? Who can you teach the next generations? What skills do you possess that should be preserved for the future? So this is about you showing something here, passing on something here. Again, how to break free from something here. The slave, how to soar. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Okay, I'm not going to clarify the emperor because again, I feel like this is about you taking a leap of faith. This is about you taking a risk. But I do want to get to this ace of swords. That justice is here. The ace of swords is clarified by the nine of cups, that justice, and the ten of swords. This is very interesting. Very interesting. 155 on the clock as I look up. When you get this card in a, do not ever think that you can sneak around justice. You may get away with it for a time, but inevitably the truth will out. It is far better to face it on your own free will than to wait and let justice choose her time to cast the verdict. The situation is fragile and fraught with danger. So this is inevitable. You cannot get, you're not going to get away with this. Whether it's good or bad. You reap what you sow. You get both good and bad. It's what you put out here. Carved into the back of the throne of justice is an image of Amit, the demon who awaits the heavy-hearted dead. Amit has the head of a crocodile, the forepaws of a lion, and the hind quarters of a hippopotamus. Three ferocious animals who are unstoppable in combination. Like Mayet is attached to justice. Ammon is fair and just. She only devours those whose heart has determined that outcome, and yet something has gone wrong. The scales of justice have been thrown down and broken, and the sword of truth is trapped and outgrown. Without truth and justice, Ammon is free to devour whom she chooses, regardless of their guilt and innocence. I'm here to make peace with your past. How you doing? You said pretty how you doing, Robbie? You said pretty profound message, light and dark at its basic properties. Yes. That's why I'm reading these cards, because these are cards that are depicted of the light and the dark. That's the whole reason why I'm reading them, so I can better understand the light and the dark, so I can help you better understand it as well. Because I can't preach something that I truly don't really know fully about, and I don't want to deliver the wrong message. The Ace of Swords is tied to the truth. God has his hands in this. The hand of God. And it's tied to justice. I see a butterfly here. I see the scales on the floor. They fell. But I also see one in the back. The news is good on this side of the card as well. The universe is acting in your favor now. Get clear about your hopes and goals so you can more easily see the path to their fulfillment. Don't limit yourself to small dreams. Don't be afraid to wish for the stars. Somebody here is sitting in this sorrow. Ten of Swords is here. There are at least two ways to interpret this card. The knight is dead and his spirit is looking at the scene of his death. Or the knight was not attacked at all, only his empty armor. Either way, the symbolism speaks of the death of the ego, not the essence. Something has been killed, but it's not the most important thing. A solar eclipse is not the death of the sun. Follow the knight's example and contemplate what is essential and what is infernal, infernal. That's the ghost right here. That's why ghost came out. You can look at it two ways. I don't want to get so caught up into this message, Aquarius. So I'm gonna stop myself before I get too far into this message. I gotta stop y'all. We already at 35 minutes. Okay, you are more than welcome. I gotta stop myself because I will go so far, and I need to slow down. Let me this. This is a general reading, so let's see what advice I can give through this, because this is deep and deeper than I even intended to go. Let's take a look into your past energy. Let's see what past energy needs to come through. Holy Spirit, what past energy needs to come through for Aquarius? What past energy needs to come through for Aquarius? All right, let's see. Holy Spirit, what past energy needs to come through for Aquarius? Service, bringing value. So being of service in some form of a way. Somebody here could be 34 years of age. Somebody could be 43 years of age, being of service in some sort of way. Show me more. What is the past energy? Imprisonment, persecution, and judgment. You're carrying the same energy. Somebody could be 32 years of age. Somebody could be 23 years of age. You're carrying the same energy, imprisonment and slave. What is the past? Show me the past life energy. Communication of all kinds. Remember, I kept on stuttering over my words as I was reading it. I was saying y'all might need to work on your throat chakra, the way you express yourself, the way you communicate. So Archangel Gabriel is showing up. Something here about communication of all kinds. And then isolation, lack of connections. Okay, I got it. Spirit just showed me. How you doing, Fix It? Spirit just showed me. So these look like the two same people to me in this picture, right? Sir, so let me show you up closely, right? So this person, to me personally, looks similar to this person. And then you notice this is the light, this is the dark. This entire reading has been talking about your south node versus your north node, your light versus your dark. Okay? Sometimes it takes for me to like go a little bit deeper, I guess, in its own ways. What this is showing me is that you feel most good by being some form of a people pleaser. You feel good to help others and to be there for others and to show up for others and to do everything for others. How you doing, King Blaze? Right? You feel this is what makes you feel good, right? But then what about me? What about self? You feel alone. You feel like nobody is showing up for you. Nobody is there for you. Nobody does, right? It's the light, it's the dark. This is something that we're talking about past life energy, right? We're talking about your past. So in like when you are out at your everyday job or you are going to the grocery stores or you hanging out with certain people and things like that, they see this happy Aquarius. They see this person who is free spirited, who is a hard worker, who is happy, who is, who gives it all. But then when you are by yourself, because of the isolation is here, when you are by yourself, you does this make sense? How you doing, TW? Does this make sense? Like when you are in front of people, it's like people will be like, "Oh, she was just so sweet. She was just so kind. She helped everybody." But then it's like those kind of stories that turn out to be like, "Well, damn, I never knew she was going through that. Damn, I never knew he was feeling that way. I never knew he was struggling in that area. I didn't know. Would have never known because Aquarius always smiled. Aquarius always showed a brave face. This is what oh gosh. Does that make sense, y'all? Like for real. Okay. You said Mars. Yes. Okay. We're getting somewhere, y'all. We're getting somewhere. I split the deck on shaman, healing energy. There's something you're needing to heal. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper, Aquarius, and then I'm gonna get out of here. There's something you're needing to heal. Let's use this. Holy Spirit, show me what. Let me. I got so many cards everywhere, y'all. Let me show me what is going on for Aquarius. What's the bottom of the deck is the star. Aquarius energy. So this is about you like connecting with your higher self through prayer, through meditation, through visualization. Okay, give me a few cards from this deck and then we're gonna close it out with some advice. Holy Spirit, show me what else needs to come through for Aquarius. What's the message? What needs to come through for Aquarius? What's the message? So we're looking at your past life. That was these cards right here. Taking a look into your past life. I'm gonna get the middle of the yin and yang because this is the yin and yang. So I'm gonna look at the light and the dark, and then we're gonna close it out with your rising, which is trying to get you to your north node. So let's see. What needs to come through for my Aquarius? Self-care. Energy. Low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharge, and retreat. Show me more. Self-love, intentions. Focused on desires of the heart, self-worth, expansion, and manifesting. Some of you are needing to work with the law of attraction, the law of karma. You're needing to do some form of meditation, some form of manifestation, setting certain intentions, setting certain goals, being intentional with your day, being intentional with your time, right? Mantras, affirmations. Show me more. Look at that. Past. Past affecting the present. Lack, betrayal, victim, let the past go. You said have been researching for show. Yes. Yeah, looking into ways to better yourself. Give me one more. Two more. Code. That was the same card that talked about code right here. Control, silent, observing, hiding feelings. Secretive, blocking emotions, and mask. One more. Guarded, vulnerable, holding patterns, security at all costs, blocked heart chakra. So not only is it talking about blocked emotions, it's talking about a blocked heart chakra. So yeah, that's a confirmation on blocked heart chakra. And the only way to open up your heart chakra is through self-care and self-love. It is through the form of healing, identifying with whatever is causing you to feel this way, because it's tied to your emotions, it's tied to your feelings. So whatever it is that is causing you to feel this way, whatever it is that got you deep in your emotions, that got you deep up in your feelings. And bottom of the deck is doubts, negativity, not hopeful, discontent. I'm gonna get off this. Let me go ahead and get you a final message. Woo. Something here is trying to control you. Cold, they say Aquarius are the ice queens, the ice kings, anyways. They say we are detached. We are not in tune with our emotions. We are not tuned in our feelings. They make us out to be this one way, right? But you maybe just are hiding yourself. You're blocking off your heart. So, Aquarius, I'm gonna get out of here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Holy Spirit. Somebody here is suffering. Your past is causing you to suffer. Your past is causing you to be feeling stuck. Last and final message for my Aquarius. Last and final message for my Aquarius. Thank you. Live out loud. Live out loud. The number 31. Temple, griots, element water. Yasagi has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. For the Dogon people of Mali, she was the very first Yasagni. The Yasanis are women empowered to participate in the mask dances. Express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. Embodiment. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You are not meant to. Living out loud and self expression look different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for loved ones. Here's a declaration: I am free to express myself fully. Bottom of the deck is storms. Oya. The temple is shadows. The element is air. Jumbies are the scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. Where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart now. Are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. And you got this card saying that you are blocking yourself. You're guarded. If someone be wearing a mask is exhausting, be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. So you are who you, so birds of a feather flock together. You are who you surround yourself around. Here's a declaration: I am willing to remove the mask. Jeez, Aquarius. Jeez, jeez, jeez. If you got anything from this message and you resonated, I truly do appreciate the support. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed already. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back. Until next time, as always, love and light. Take care. Bye.